Good morning. My name is Lisa Dublin, and this morning I want to begin with a story. Welcome wherever you're watching me from Instagram, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from Facebook. Here's my story. When my sons, I've got three sons, and when the first two were much younger, I think all three of them were already, yes, we already had all three of them, and we were already in Canada, and we wanted to introduce them to a fruit from the Caribbean where I'm from. And so this is how we introduced mangoes to them. Because if we had just simply peeled the mango or cut it up, they would not have even looked at it. Okay. So we just started talking about the mango. My husband and I, we took a bite out of the mango. Like, oh my goodness, this is so good. Wow, Hillary, did you like that one? Did you like this one? Oh my goodness. And we just raved on and on about the mango for a couple days. We extolled the deliciousness of the mango. We made it seem like it was the best thing that we had ever tasted. So the first day they wouldn't even look at it. The second day they kind of like looked at us like, what are you doing? And then by the third day, hi Gift Solutions, by the third day they wanted to taste the mango because of how we had spoken about it with such taste, such gusto, um such longing, making it seem like it was so good. And you know what? That is what we're supposed to do when we speak, when we present an idea to people. You know, I am a speaking coach. I have a program called Speak with Confidence, about to go into its ninth cohort in April of next year. And one of the things that we teach our people is how to speak with confidence. And one of the ways that you do that is to really believe in what you're saying and to really make it seem like it is so valuable. Of course, you're supposed to mean it. Let's not get that wrong. You are supposed to mean it, but the way you speak about something is going to draw people to you like a magnet. It's going to draw people to the idea, to the product or service. Is going to draw people in. So you have to really take the time to figure out what you think about what you're talking about, okay? And then to go out and present it with as much gusto as possible. Would you have eaten the mango if you heard me speak about it this morning? Would you have been tempted to be like, okay, I want to taste this mango? And that's exactly what we did. So this morning, we are going to be speaking about how to speak with confidence. By the way, if you are around today at 12 noon, I am going to be doing a LinkedIn only event. It's called Pitch Perfect, and it is especially for business owners. So if you know anyone, I mean, you might not have a business right now, but you know somebody who does, and maybe they do good work, but they don't like speaking about their business, please tag them right here, like put their name in so that they can come watch this, and they can join me at 12 noon MST. That is 2 p.m. EST. And if you are in the Caribbean, that is 3 p.m. to learn how to speak about your business and to share your business with clarity and confidence, because that is what is going to move the needle for you. That is what is going to make people believe in what you have to say when you are confident and you are clear about what you do, why you do it, and who you can help. So today is Pitch Perfect, a LinkedIn only event. It's happening for 1 hour, 12 to 1 p.m. or MST. So that's 2 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. in the Caribbean, only on LinkedIn on my page. It's a LinkedIn audio event. There's no camera, thank God. So you can come join me there. Now, what am I doing this morning? We're going into speaking with confidence. It's something that I think I just having taught it and having been a speaker for so long, that it's one of the dearest topics in my own business, to help people to come out of their shell. And no matter whether you are introverted or extroverted, no matter if you are quiet or if you are loud, and the two things are different. Being introverted does not mean that you're quiet. Do you know that? I am introverted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am introverted. What do I mean by that? It's not a matter of whether I am loud or quiet, because I am not quiet. But I am introverted. It means that I draw my energy from being alone. So, which is why I wake up so early, because I need that amount of alone time to recharge so that I can come out and be this person. Okay. Hi, Laffy Taffy on Instagram. Hi. This morning, I want to debunk a couple things that we say to ourselves that prevent us from showing up with confidence, that prevent us from stepping out of our shell. You know, I've seen people so self conscious on stage that a paper falls on the floor, my goodness, and they look at it and they don't pick it up. Because to pick it up would be human, right? To pick it up would mean that people would look at you, maybe just bending over to take the paper on the floor. I mean, obviously, if it is uncomfortable or you're not sure that you can get back up, you're not going to do it. But for the most part, people are so stiff and so afraid when they stand up to speak that they forget to be human. And so this morning, I thought we would go through a couple of the myths that we have that prevent us from speaking with confidence. By the way, you guys, let me put this in the chat, okay? If you are interested, I'm putting the link right here. You can see it on Facebook if you're watching me there, and if you are on Instagram, please head over to my link in my bio, and you can go to the Speak with Confidence page from my bio in Instagram, because you need to get on the wait list for my next Speak with Confidence cohort. I just put it up here. My next Speak with Confidence cohort will be happening in April of 2025, God willing, and it will be for the entire month of April. We meet twice a week with tons of practice, tons of videos. Like, you just have to put aside April to do Speak with Confidence, because you won't be able to do very much else because of how intense the program is. The reason you want to be on the wait list for Speak with Confidence is because we only take 10 people at a time. I have not figured out how to scale such a program that's so qualitative that I go in and I customize for each student. That's okay. That's fine, because the joy and the satisfaction of seeing that there are 10 more people out there who are speaking at such a high level, that does it for me so far. So we'll figure things out as we go along, okay? But you want to be on the wait list for Speak with Confidence, because not only will you be apprised of as the dates are coming, but here's the thing. When you are a Speak with Confidence graduate, after you've finished the program, I enroll you complementarily in the speaking school. What is the speaking school? The speaking school is the continuous learning arm of the Speak with Confidence program. Because you know what? Speaking is a muscle. Speaking with confidence is a muscle that you build by speaking again and again. Let me tell you, one of the reasons that I like to do these lives is because I get better as I do them. You should have seen my first live. It's no longer up, or because it was on Facebook and I no longer have a Facebook account. But you should have seen my very first live in May of 2020. I was sweating. I was tentative. I was nervous, all of the things. And now it's nothing for me to just jump, put on clothes, put on makeup, and come and speak to the people, because I have built up the muscle. And so I realized that after Speak with Confidence, a lot of my students would graduate, yes, do a good job, and would just recede. They would atrophy. That speaking muscle would atrophy because they never got to practice it ever again. That was just for some people. We've had some very enterprising people. We've had a TED Talk person. We've had people who've gone on to have their own conferences, webinars. Oh my goodness, all of the things. They go live regularly. They speak up in meetings now. They are being asked to do the vote of thanks, or to chair meetings or chair events in their own organizations. So the program has worked on many levels, but there are some people who need the continuous practice. And so the speaking school is that continuous learning arm. But here's the thing. If you are on the wait list, you get to attend a couple sessions of this speaking school to see what it's like, to see the camaraderie between our cohort students, to see the great vibe that we have created in the Speak with Confidence program. It's a program that the tagline is that we teach you how to speak with confidence and authenticity. And you know that authentic bit? It's very true. A lot of the people who come through Speak with Confidence are the authentic ones, the ones who are very comfortable with themselves or are wanting to learn to be. One of the things that overrides how I teach and perhaps everything I do is a quote from somebody I admire so much. His name is Carlos Quinney. I'll tell you more about him. But he said, I heard him on a podcast say this, and I literally transcribed the quote. He said, when you see somebody who has the it factor, it's usually because they are fully comfortable with who they are. And that's what we teach you to be in the Speak with Confidence program and in the speaking school, to be totally comfortable with who you are. Be comfortable in your skin, your race, your social situation, your family, your job, your failings, your strengths as well. So that when you present and when you come, you settled in yourself who you are, and you can present confidently and with clarity. You see how that works? And so, for example, the speaking school, it will be meeting on Sunday. That is December. What is the date of Sunday, you guys? December 8th. Yeah. We've been marketing it so much. We have a WhatsApp group together, and everybody's just excited and stoked. I've also invited the people from the wait list for the Speak with Confidence program to attend the December version, the December session, and to just see what we do. Come enjoy. So that builds momentum, and people begin to see Speak with Confidence as home, as something that they want to do. So if you want to be part of the speaking school, part of this wonderful program, go to my website, lisamdublin.com/SWC, and there'll be a drop down immediately. And it's also on the page. You can sign up to be on the wait list for the next Speak with Confidence cohort. Okay, so that being said, let me share with you some of the secrets that I teach in Speak with Confidence that can help you even today. Maybe you've been asked to give a vote of thanks or to present something, and you are shaking in your boots right now, shaking in your shoes. Like, how am I going to do that? I saw somebody posted on LinkedIn this morning, speaking about her own speaking experience. And she said, that was Siggy who did that. Siggy, if you're listening, good morning to you. And she said that her boss sabotaged her the first time and said to her, you go present. You go do this, not me. That's what she said. And that was her whole baptism by fire into speaking, which is what she was saying. So, if that is you this morning, here are some tips. Let's debunk the myth about speaking. Why are you nervous? Why are you afraid to speak? The very first, and I think perhaps one of the most common misconceptions or fears, let's put it that way, that people have is this: I'm afraid to make a mistake. So the circumstance is a speaking engagement, and the thought is, I am afraid to make a mistake. What if I make a mistake? So that thought makes you feel afraid. When you feel afraid, you get nervous. When you get nervous, guess what? The result is that you end up making mistakes. You end up stumbling. You end up not knowing your words, all of the things. So here's the question. What if you can reframe the situation? Because it means, if you're saying, what if I make a mistake? In the back of your head, you believe that a speaker is supposed to be perfect. Let's sit with that for a while. You believe that a speaker is supposed to be perfect. Is that true? Yes or no? Lorenzo, what do you think? I'm looking at my Watch Radio people this morning. Good morning, wherever you're watching me from. Hi, Jersey Girl. Hi, Jade William. Good morning on Instagram. Instagram is in the house this morning. We're talking about how to speak with confidence. So tell me, what do you think of somebody who's doing stuff like I do? What do you think of somebody who stands up to speak? In the back of your head, is there an assumption that that person is perfect? Let's take it one step further. Am I perfect this morning? No. Look, I should be buttoned up. Maybe I should do that. Look at me. So I'm supposed to be looking at my camera right here, and I'm looking down at my screen. But you don't see that, do you? Somebody who's in the know sees it. I'm not perfect. Maybe for some people, I am speaking a little too quickly. I'm pretty much aware of that. And I know that I need to slow down, particularly when I'm speaking about something that means a lot to me, like speaking does. But in the back of your head, you probably believe that a speaker is supposed to be perfect. Is that true? It is not true. It is a fallacy. It is not the reality. It is not necessary that for you to deliver a message that is impactful that you must be perfect. Why do I know that? Because I don't know anybody else who's perfect except from Jesus Christ, and he's not here today. Okay. What if you went back into your head? And that's what we teach you for over the 5 or 6 weeks in Speak with Confidence. It's not a matter of being perfect. Being impactful does not mean you're supposed to be perfect. You have to focus on the message, not on trying to do every single thing right. Because here's another thing that I've realized about speaking and about taking people out of the whole perfection mindset, which makes them afraid. If you focus more on getting the message across, you forget to do all of the little things you think you need to do to be perfect, which don't work in the first place. You know what I've come to realize, being a speaker and teaching speaking over the last couple years? I live for the human moments. I live for the moments that are not scripted, the moments where you see somebody's humanity leap out and reach and touch somebody in the crowd. It could be something that somebody says, hey, Barbados is in the house. Good morning. It could be something that somebody says and you respond to it with such clarity or understanding that it literally wraps the moment in a warm blanket. Have you ever experienced that? So let me tell you one moment that, and I pray for these moments as a speaker. I pray that when I speak, that those moments would be created, moments of pure understanding, of pure magic, when people connect on a level that has nothing to do with maybe the topic or controlling the variables of speaking, but have everything to do with one word or one moment piercing a heart. You guys, that takes it out of being perfect and it takes it into the realm of speaking to effect change. One time, I was watching one of my favorite preacher girls. Her name is Tiffany Montgomery. Very feisty, a very great communicator as well. And she was having a conference. She has these monthly conferences called Covered by God. Anywho, so Tiffany's story is very colorful. She has 2 children. One is 20 something, the other is like 11 or 12, 2 baby daddies, but she speaks a lot about God and about her conversion and about the life that she used to live before that she no longer lives. Okay. Anywho, here's the moment I'm speaking about where it takes you out of, I don't even want to be perfect. Let me be effective. And I want you to remember that this morning, dear listener. Okay. So here she is on stage and she called a couple people up. One of them was pregnant. And, Tiffany has been very open about her conversion, that she got saved in her shower while she was having an abortion, that kind of thing. I don't want to be, traumatic to anybody this morning or bring on any trauma, but go listen to her. Like, this girl will change your life like she did mine. Okay. Anywho, she was asking the people who she called up about their stories. And there was this very transparent moment where the girl who was in the sweatpants and the sweater on stage was behind her. And she said, so where's the husband or something? And she's like, no, I just something about no, that this one was not this one was a mistake, like saying like the baby wasn't planned, but she decided to have the baby anyway. And you know what Tiffany did? In pure sheer understanding, she turned back and she's like, don't worry about that, girl. I've got you. Something about I've been there before. That moment was not scripted. That moment created such goodwill between her and the girl she was talking to, but also with the rest of the audience. It is one of these moments that, for me, as a public speaking practitioner and public speaker myself, makes you stand at attention. because that is when that is this is what speaking is about, and this is what, like, when I teach speaking, there's that level of being very professional, but there's a level at which it goes to fire. It goes to something in me leaps out at something in you, and we meet, and there's a magic that is created in the words, in the feeling, in the emotions. Am I even talking about confidence anymore and about being perfect? You can never, ever, ever get that when you focus on just checking the boxes and dotting the I's and crossing the T's as a speaker. Head to influence people, head to make sure that the words pierce the heart and get a transformation. That, I think, is the mark of a great speaker. And that's what I teach in Speak with Confidence. And just preparing for another program, like a one that really goes into when you want to make speaking your passion, how do you go out and make a living from it? But that's where we find ourselves today, debunking this thing about I've got to be perfect by saying, let me be transformational, let me be effective instead of just trying to be perfect. Does that make any sense? If that's resonating with you, can you put a yes in the chat? Let me know that you're watching, that this is resonating with you this morning. Let me know that you are here. If you're watching this on the replay this afternoon, please put replay as well. So here's another thing that people also, the second one that we're going to look at, and then we're going to end today. What if I make a mistake? Oh my goodness. What if I make a mistake? Okay, sit with the question for a while. What if you make a mistake? People are going to laugh. Yes. Did I tell you guys about this story? Well, I always tell this story. You probably heard it from me by now. I used to be a TV producer, I've been a TV producer as well. Back in the day, like 2001, when I was very young and in my salad days, like 21. Was I even 21? I don't even know, you guys. Oh my gosh, that was like 23 years ago. Okay. So I was doing a morning show, live TV on a national TV station back in St. Lucia. And for some reason, I never got the chance. I never got the chance. Okay, making sense, Harriet? Thank you. I never got the chance for a very long time, a span of couple months, to do the intro. I had a co-host, he was male. And for some reason, my producer always let him do the opening, which I was like, why? What's going on? Anywho, every single morning, I kept on hearing, good morning, welcome to Sunrise on HTS. I am, and he would say his name. I kept on hearing that every single morning, much like I'm pretty sure you get accustomed to hearing, welcome to Basement Chronicles. I am Lisa Dublin. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you listen to me long enough and I invite you on the show and tell you do the intro, you might actually end up saying my name instead of yours, which is what I did. The one morning came when my producer said to me on the fly, you are doing the opening today. Guess what I said, right? When I did the opening, and you can laugh, it's all right because I survived. I'm still here today to tell the story, am I not? I opened the show by saying, good morning, welcome to Sunrise on HTS. And I said his name. I said, I am. And I mean, it was laughter, it was embarrassment, it was all of the things. Did I die? No. Was I embarrassed? Yes. Did I learn from it? Yes. Most important, did the show go on? Yes, it did. Let me give you another example and then I'll tell you my point in all of this. So on that same TV station, it was time for elections, and this very respected anchor, he who happened to be one of the reporters on the ground in one of the constituencies. And for the entire night, this man, who everybody knew and respected and looked up to as a bastion of English and pronunciation and all of the things, he kept on saying, number of votes casted. Casted is not a word, you guys. The past tense of the word cast, C-A-S-T, is, anybody tell me? Let's be teacher this morning, okay? Let's hear what is the past tense of the word cast? Anybody? Can you tell me? Going once, Going twice? Anybody confident enough to try? You can chat GPT it. This is 2024. Oh my God. The past tense of the word cast is cast. It is actually CAST as well. And for the entire night, this man said, number of votes casted, number of votes casted. It was just an honest mistake. Maybe he knew, maybe he didn't know. Like I did a podcast the other day, and I'm now listening to the podcast, realizing that I was talking about running 13K miles or something. That's 13,000. Like, what was I even thinking? I think I wanted to say 13 kilometers. These things happen. Did I die? Did somebody say, "Oh my goodness, I won't be listening to your podcast anymore"? No, and not as far as I know. And even if they did, I made a mistake. Next time I'm going to be better. I will correct it and move on. But did I even give value in that podcast? By the way, go to YouTube. My podcast is there. You need to subscribe to Basement Chronicles, okay? Because I've got a podcast. It's really growing nicely. I'm struggling with it a little bit, but definitely determined to make it, to get it back to what it was. So go follow my podcast on YouTube. It's Basement Chronicles is the channel. I really would appreciate if you did that for me today. Also, can you like this video? Wherever you're watching, can you like the video and share it? Because this is good value this morning. Don't you agree? Anyway, this man said casted for the entire night. Guess what happened the next day? Was he fired? No. Was he like raked? Was he made fun of? Not even, not really. Sometimes when we think our mistake is so glaring, it is because we are so close to it. If you come out and you look at the forest instead of looking at the trees, you recognize it really doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of what you were trying to do and in the grand scheme of life. Nothing happened to him. The next day, he was his usual professional self, back on television in his anchor role, and life went on. What am I saying? The way to debunk and to get rid of the voice in your head that says, "What if I make a mistake?" is to turn around and to ask the voice, "And what? And what if I make a mistake? Am I going to be killed? Am I going to be skewered? Am I going to be laughed at? Probably. And what? Who's doing the laughing? Another human being like me, who in the first instance perhaps did not have the strength and the courage and the brave, and wasn't brave enough to step out like I am doing? Oh my goodness. You need to talk back to that ticker tape in your head and to say, so what? Speaking is not about being perfect. Speaking, according to what Lisa was saying on Basement Chronicles, speaking is about making an impact, about getting the message across. I was coaching a young professional last night, preparing for a presentation this weekend. And we've been coaching for the last month, preparing for this. Last night, however, it's almost like it's down to the wire, and all of a sudden something just flips into his head. I'm supposed to be like everybody else, sound boring, sound rote. I was like, what happened? I was like, you have a speaking coach. Of course, you're supposed to sound different. Sometimes when we don't know better, we think that what is normal is what we see everybody else doing, not realizing that they're doing that because they don't know any better. Speaking is supposed to impact people. If you put your focus on that, as opposed to being perfect, as opposed to sounding a certain way and making yourself seem the best and everything, if you put the focus on giving value, on creating impact, all of a sudden, it doesn't even matter that much whether you are perfect or not. That's how you speak with confidence. And of course, that's not the only way. A lot of other things go into it. Like, I've been looking at a couple speakers and trying to decide from where are they coming. What do I mean by that? Like, what is your purpose for being there? Are you there to inform, to persuade? Hey, Vinod, how are you? Are you there to oh my goodness. Are you there to persuade, to inform, to entertain, or to inspire? These are the four reasons that people speak. So, I mean, I don't really deal with the entertainment people because I deal with professionals a lot. So, most probably, if you're listening to me, you will find yourself in one of these categories. When I stand to speak or present, I'm either informing, persuading, or in my case, as a motivational speaker, what I do a lot is to speak to inspire. So I hope I helped you this morning. You can go back and look at this replay. I'll put it up on Instagram immediately, and later on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. It's going to be up at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. EST, and 7 o'clock in the Caribbean. Join me today. Last thing, do not forget, you guys, I need you to come out and be at the LinkedIn event today, or invite somebody to this. Pitch Perfect happens at 12 noon MST, 1 hour event only, where I'll be teaching some key principles about how to share your business with clarity and confidence. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you this afternoon, right? On LinkedIn, right? Okay, have a good day, everybody. Bye. Take care.